How's it going, movie fans? Defined as a dead body reanimated through various methods, zombies are most commonly used in the horror and fantasy genre and have found themselves being used in various forms of media. The word itself is of West African origin, with its first noted use in the English language coming in 1819. As far as film goes, Victor Halperin's White Zombie from 1932 is commonly referred to as the first zombie movie. But since then, the zombie film has become a subgenre of its own and a popular one for fans of cinema. Here are the Firewall's top 10 zombie movies. At number 10 is Re-Animator. Herbert West is a medical student who develops a serum which makes it possible to bring the dead back to life. West moves from Zurich to Massachusetts in order to continue his work, but finds himself either being ostracized from the medical community or facing those who want to claim the concoction as their own. The running time is 94 minutes, and Re-Animator has the Firewall rating of 7.8 out of 10. At number 9 is Night of the Living Dead. Co-written and directed by George A. Romero, considered to be revolutionary work in the horror genre, it depicts a group of people who find themselves taking shelter in a farmhouse which is coming under assault from a horde of zombies. The film spawned a franchise which includes 5 sequels. The running time is 96 minutes, and Night of the Living Dead has the Firewall rating of 7.8. At number 8 is Dawn of the Dead. The second film in George A. Romero's Living Dead franchise, this sequel came 10 years after its predecessor. As the epidemic of the dead coming back to life and feasting on the living continues to spread, a group of survivors attempt to stay alive by securing themselves inside a shopping mall. The running time is 127 minutes, and Dawn of the Dead has the Firewall rating of 8. At number 7 is The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. The first 2 installments of what would go on to become a franchise. Both films were written and directed by Sam Raimi, with the first being a straight horror, but the second goes in a more comedic direction. Bruce Campbell stars as Ash Williams, who along with his friends finds himself trapped in a secluded cabin. The running time is 169 minutes, and The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 have the Firewall rating of 8. At number 6 is The Cabin in the Woods. Written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard, while also being directed by Goddard, Chris Hemsworth, Richard Jenkins and Bradley Whitford star in this horror comedy which sees a group of college students looking for a fun weekend, but find themselves up against a manipulated scenario which is out of their control. The running time is 95 minutes, and The Cabin in the Woods has the Firewall rating of 8. At number 5 is 28 Days Later. Written by Alex Garland, directed by Danny Boyle, and starring Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, Christopher Eccleston and Brendan Gleeson. After being in a coma, Jim wakes up in a world where the population has been ravaged by a rage-inducing virus, which means he must adapt to survive. The running time is 113 minutes, and 28 Days Later has the Firewall rating of 8.3. At number 4 is One Cut of the Dead. In this low-budget Japanese comedy horror, a team of filmmakers and actors are brought together to make a zombie movie, and while going through a number of issues on set, including a prima donna director, a larger problem arises when the group come under attack from actual zombies. The running time is 96 minutes, and One Cut of the Dead has the Firewall rating of 8.3. At number 3 is Train to Busan. A South Korean action horror, Sok-woo is the divorced father to his young daughter, who he hasn't made much time for due to his workaholic nature. He then decides to grant his daughter's wish of visiting her mother in Busan for her birthday, but a zombie outbreak occurs while aboard the train. The running time is 118 minutes, and Train to Busan has the Firewall rating of 8.3. At number 2 is Zombieland. Directed by Ruben Fleischer, starring Emma Stone, Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson and Abigail Breslin as a group of survivors of a zombie apocalypse whose paths cross and they struggle with trusting each other as they take a road trip with hopes of finding a place free from zombies. The running time is 88 minutes, and Zombieland has the Firewall rating of 8.5. At number 1 is Shaun of the Dead. Directed by Edgar Wright and co-written by Wright and Simon Pegg, Pegg also stars as Shaun alongside Nick Frost, who plays Shaun's best friend Ed. The pair attempt to navigate their way through a zombie apocalypse, looking to get themselves and their loved ones out of harm's way. The running time is 99 minutes, and Shaun of the Dead has the Firewall rating of 8.8. Thanks for watching. Next week I'll be counting down the Firewall's top 10 Julianne Moore movies, and if you enjoyed this list, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe.